So as a musician, animator, and a programmer, I always wanted to automate musical instrument playing. But it's just too complicated for me until I saw this video on YouTube. And I was like, wow, this is definitely doable. Because there is this thing in Unreal called IK Rig. It makes the body part of your choice follows the target, and the rest of the body will act accordingly. It can be used on hands and feet and also other body parts if that's what you want. On top of that, you don't even need to move the target to create a kicking animation. This alpha value works like an on-off switch, but linear. As you can see here, changing this value alone is enough to make her do the kicks. That's all we need in Unreal. Now, to automate it, we need some input signals. And my first choice is using MIDI files. This is a MIDI file opened in a digital audio workstation. It's just a timetable of events. It tells the sub-player what notes to play and when. That's the data we need to drive the drum play in Unreal. And as a musician working in the game industry, I already knew how to extract data from a MIDI file and use it in a game engine. So, now it's programming time. As you may have guessed, the MIDI data itself is not enough. Because for each note, we need to answer a question. Which foot am I using? And that data is not in the MIDI file. So I wrote this function to solve the problem. And that's all the data we need to automate the drum play. But how do I feed this data to Unreal? I can't just throw this timetable in text form to Unreal expecting it can understand what to do. But I tried that anyways. And when I drag this text file into the content browser in Unreal, it asks, what do you want to do with it? And there's an option to convert it into a curve. And I click that option just to see what happens. And I get this. As you can see, the x-axis is the time and the y-axis is the value. And that's it. I don't have to write my own event-based timeline system now. I can just get the playtime in the game and ask the engine to look up in this curve what value it should be by the given time. Knowing that, I went back to the code. I only need to generate two curves using the program. One is alpha value by time. It tells the engine when to kick and when to pull back. And the other is roll location by time, telling the engine where the target should be by the given time. And that's it. Hit play in VS Code to generate the curves from the MIDI file, and import them to Unreal. And hit the simulation button. And we're done.